Let us get going. What time is it? It is time to record. What is good, fam? It's your boy Dwayne. Some place, you know the name, you know the face, you know the time, you know the place. And today we back again, brand new react. Matter of fact, guys, this is a random thing, but I thought this was hilarious, okay? You know, like golden oldies like me, we used to watch The Simpsons back in them days. Back then, early 2000s, bruh. Hey, dog, what a time. But anyway, guys, the day Homer goes to a Diddy white party, all right? The freak off. Homer attended P.Diddy's freak off, apparently. That's what the Simpsons predicted. You know the Simpsons be predicting things and all that. So, guys, let's get into it. Let's see if they predicted this. Apparently, they did. I don't know. Please don't hit me with the copyright Warner Brothers or whoever owns the rights to Simpsons. I will take it down if you ask me to. Just don't strike me down. Like, please, let's just be nice, okay? I'm just reacting. I'm not stealing nothing, all right? Relax. Let's go.
Only asking.
Why is it starting so far? Let's start from the beginning.
The white party. Mr. Burns tries to relive his glory days and crosses paths with a mysterious music mogul who throws parties full of excesses. And we also see plenty of rappers, like for example Snoop Dogg,
I sing JG, pimp, lie, and ride.
betrayals and strange friendships.
You make me believe I can fly.
It all starts with Homer as our narrator, telling the tragic collision between the last magnate of the jazz age and the king of a hip-hop empire. First, we see Burns, who is sad, reminiscing about his past when he used to throw incredible parties, while receiving a double transfusion of fresh blood.
My parties were legendary for their magnificent excess.
Smithers recommends that Burns throw a party at his beach house, which Burns finds to be a great idea. He decides to personally oversee every detail of the party, only asking Smithers for a giant ice block from a river in Canada, risking his life. Because store-bought cubes are too lame, I guess. The next day, Smithers hands Homer the invitations to the party for him to deliver because he believes Homer is quite popular. The guests Burns originally wanted to invite are long gone from this world, as he probably even invited dinosaurs. Upon return...
Bro, so they're long gone from this world. They no longer exist on Earth. They're no longer in this dimension, mama. They are gone. We need to find new friends, because, hey, bruh, it's late there.
Returning home, Homer shows his family the invitations and later distributes them in his own unique way.
You're not invited.
To what?
None of your business.
Given this party taking place in a rich island, Homer must select the perfect guest list of the city's most social elites.
Yo, this definitely sounds like the freak off for sure.
At a parking lot, yeah, that seems about right for me. As the guests take the bus excited about how great of an experience this rich party is going to be.
Off duty, so please don't feel weird doing drugs in front of me or with me.
They arrive at Burns's house in the Hamptons. They are ready for fancy. However, it's not the party they expected. They all complain about how cheap the event is. Even Mo, who is the cheapest of all, complains.
Ungrateful.
Wow, that must be a new low. So everyone leaves. Burns doesn't understand why people are leaving, and he blames Smithers for not bringing the ice. He's probably lazing around in Canada. Later, Burns goes to cry because his party was a complete failure. Homer sees him and tries to cheer him up, but they get distracted by something happening across the bay. It turns out there's another party going on. Homer decides to take Burns there.
That's Michael Rubin's party. That's Michael Rubin's party across the way from the freak off.
Help if I whipped you.
Maybe. Yeah, a little.
Burns gets excited when they arrive at the grand white party and starts asking who the host is.
No one has ever met him.
He doesn't exist.
Oh, he's upstairs in his office.
As they enter, a mysterious shadow appears, and he introduces himself as JG, who looks very similar to someone who also throws parties and is also a music mogul.
You don't look like Diddy, that's what I'm saying.
But hey, I guess it was just a coincidence. He is not happy to see them. However, JG becomes thrilled when he hears Mr. Burns' name, showing himself to be a big admirer of his. He explains that it was thanks to a book Burns wrote years ago that JG started to become wealthy.
JG.
The first step in the book was to have a logo, and JG chose a goose.
You make me believe I can fly.
Homer is more interested in the goose than the story.
Oh!
Burns is shocked that his book actually helped someone. And JG
Shocked.
shows everything he accomplished thanks to it. From that moment, a great friendship forms between them. Meanwhile, the Simpsons family is walking around the Hamptons, where there are many fancy boutiques. They enter an elegant ice cream shop with strange flavours, and the place is full of rich kids. The richest of them all is Blake Black, who skips the line, which irritates Lisa. She's told that Blake does...
I just want to say, what happened to those things? Those hoverboards, bro. Like, they were all the craze at one point, and then they just vanished, bro. Nobody has them all of a sudden, bro. Didn't they start, like, exploding or burning or something? I thought they would always, like, age up the technology, you know. Eventually, you won't need wheels. It'll just float and hover and become faster and all these type of things. It just seemed to die. Oh, well.
Does this because the richest dad makes the rules. Lisa confronts Blake, telling him he has to wait like everyone else. He tries to calm her down by offering to buy ice cream for everyone, but she refuses and leaves. The little rich brat follows her, intrigued by her principles, and invites her out. Lisa feels somewhat flattered.
Yes, it is a little judgy of me to be completely disgusted by you.
Meanwhile, Bart is upset that Lisa found a rich friend, and their dad is hanging out with a hip-hop mogul, while he's stuck shopping with his mum. A candle salesman tries to calm Bart down, and Homer, still narrating, mentions that this character will return later, though he doesn't recall why.
Who I think comes back later. I forget why.
Homer spends more time with Burns and JG, who shows off everything he owns.
Each of my enterprises has its own G6.
What's that one?
JG takes them on one of his jets and wants to give back, so he gives Burns a very exclusive
this one
credit
that I have right here. It's this one, boy.
card, saying,
Take it if you want to roll like G.
Meanwhile, Blake takes Lisa out on his boat to see whales, but Lisa is sad that they are too far away. Blake does a rich call.
Fellas, what can we do here?
And this, of course, infuriates Lisa. Back with the billionaires, JG shows Burns an expensive chain with his logo and tells him he has to use the credit card and splurge to live like him. Burns isn't convinced, but when he swipes the card, something inside him is unleashed.
Once, going twice, $10 million sold.
Something I don't even want.
From that moment, Burns and JG go on a spending spree, living that millionaire Instagram lifestyle, even buying some of Homer's friends to be his entourage.
Goodbye, loneliness.
As the Simpsons family continues shopping in the Hamptons, Marge starts to lose her mind a little. Lisa, noticing a horse show and a protest, sees that Blake is involved.
This now runs on solar power and falafel.
He tells Lisa he gave up his privileges because she rejected him and he wanted to be worthy of her. He even offers her to join the protest, but another boy interrupts them and invites Lisa to brush the horses, leaving her in a difficult decision. It's no surprise that she chooses the horses, leaving Blake confused and hurt again.
For her, I gave up what meant most to me, being a douche.
I have always say Lisa morals are weak. Meanwhile, Homer gives Burns the bill for his credit card. Burns worries he's overspending, but quickly dismisses.
Is it just me, or do smart girls usually have weak morals, bro? Like, I don't want to be the guy to say that, don't cancel me, but just made me think, like, smart girls, not to say they have weak morals, but sometimes they shoot lower than their standards. Let me put it like that. Sometimes they shoot lower than their standards. Trust me, I know.
Dismisses it. As he continues asking Smithers about the ice, Burns tries to fill up his car with gas. When he tries to pay, his card is declined, and it's destroyed, and now he's broke.
I splashed all my cash.
Don't be so hard on yourself. It was your first credit card.
Homer discovers that JG tricked Burns into bankruptcy, and JG even made a diss song about it.
Excellent!
JG took all of Burns' properties, leaving him defeated, sad, and miserable. His entourage abandons him as well. JG
Brother was crying under the sprinklers, bruh.
arrives to take Burns' hounds too, but Burns says he raised them since they were puppies, so they'll remain loyal. However, JG flashes his diamond rings, and the dogs immediately go to him. Burns thanks Homer for staying by his side, since Smithers hasn't returned yet. In Canada, Smithers, a la Luke Skywalker, comes out of a horse's corpse and continues forth trying to bring home some ice for Burns. Mr. Burns says Homer wouldn't return to the power plant if Burns isn't in charge. Homer does not give him a quick answer, and it is better to ask Marge, and she encourages him to keep working at the plant as they now also have a shop to maintain. Marge has opened a boutique in the Hamptons, selling quirky items.
Can't we live off the money from your store?
Oh, God, no.
Homer leaves Burns to return to work at the now
That's typical woman stuff, boy.
changed and very sexy Gucci plant. JG asks to see Homer to thank him for his loyalty and asks him to remove all of Burns' stuff and toss it in the trapdoor.
Don't look at me! Stop looking at me!
JG offers him all the pies he can imagine as a reward. However, Homer's heart feels heavy because of everything JG did. Searching for an open grave to release his vomit, he visits Burns at the cemetery, where Burns is sitting alone, defeated by his poverty.
Would you like a sip?
Man's defeated by poverty, bro. Bro's up in the flippin' cemetery cooking, boy. Imagine cooking up in the cemetery, bro. That's wild, bro. That's crazy, bro. Maybe I should do that for a YouTube video. Let me know down below in the comments. Should I go to a cemetery and stay there for a night? You know, this is actually something I thought about once. I was like, yo, let me go to a cemetery and just stay there for the night. But now, I'm even going to cook a meal with a Bunsen burner. You know that one.
Of grief soup. I stewed it from flowers left on graves.
Moved, now Homer decides to help Burns try to find a way to get revenge on JG. So the next day, Burns and Homer are planning a very cruel revenge on JG.
Oh, banana in his tailpipe.
I can't afford a banana.
Bart followed Homer and comes over, and since Bart now has more money than he does, he is reluctant to help him.
I've got more money than he does.
But a sick costume does the job, and now they are forming a plan to destroy his rap career, and to do so, they need an expert.
We gotta go to the ultimate expert on urban culture. A white nerd.
So, they go to Milhouse, who tells them
It's so funny how that's kind of true. Like, usually white nerds, or there's like, in hip hop, white nerds are always like, they're not spokesmen for the culture, but they're always like, they'll always be like culture nerds, you know? Like, what's Anthony Fantano? Or Vlad? Or what's the other guy? Rory from Rory and Mole? Or Ebro? Or what is Ebro? What is Ebro? Is Ebro black or white? I don't even know, man.
JG used to be in a rap group. When he shows them the album, Bart realizes he knows one of the group members. The Lyrical Miracle. It's the candle salesman Homer talked about.
Lyrical miracle?
My skills were empirical.
His name is Jesse James, and he explains that JG stole many of his songs and even his girlfriend.
Cassie!
He decides to join them to create a revenge.
Oh, wait. Did they do this to Wale? Is this what they did to Wale? Damn.
No sign!
He decides to join them to create a revenge rap song. Marge finds Homer and shows him how far her boutique has come, pushing it to the extreme.
What should I charge for these handbags made from the speaker covers of old jukeboxes?
$100.
Some guy tells them that is the cute, useless little store cursed, and that one day there used to be actual stores, until the idle rich wives appeared. At the studio, nothing comes out. It's like, has lost it. There is no inspirations. However, Mr. Burns has an idea.
I'm feeling it! I'm feeling it!
While in the recording booth, Jazzy James's ex joins them, ready to help take everything from JG. Three very important figures are also part of the plan: Snoop Dogg, RZA, and Common.
And when I complained, all he did was laugh.
This diss track is ready to shine, and some feelings are about to be hurt, and Mr. Burns wishes Smithers was there to see this comeback. While in Canada, Smithers' misadventures continue. Wow, he's become a man. Everyone is entering the listening party ready to hear the diss track. However, during the song's live performance, things go wrong. Instead of them performing on stage, a hologram of JG and his goose appears. And let's just say it, he resolved the situation with money.
They'd never sell out.
Sounds like someone I know.
Money?
He bought the song and all the performers, inviting everyone to a party at the plant. Burns is left defeated once again, punching the hologram in frustration.
Punching back ceaselessly into his own face.
Meanwhile, Marge becomes obsessed with her shop, and Homer confesses he hasn't been going to work, but stayed loyal to Burns. Marge doesn't get mad. In fact, she supports Homer for following his heart. Burns has one last idea for revenge. But before he acts, he tells Marge they can no longer maintain the boutique, finally freeing her from her madness. And literally, seconds later, other victims fall into the trap of useless stores.
So many Yorkie sweaters. We can use
Homer
Yo,
and
wait.
Burns
I thought this was about Diddy. Wait, what's going on, bro? I'm lost now, bro. Wait, where are we going now?
sneak into JG's mansion to steal the goose.
Oh, okay.
When JG walks into his room with his milk prepared on the strange altar he had for the goose, but it's not there anymore, it's pretty weird how this celebrity has strange obsessions. Well, at least it's not like celebrities in real life have strange tastes. Right? When JG arrives, Burns makes him believe they've already cooked the goose.
Trifle fatty, but other than that, excellent.
JG is destroyed, but Homer couldn't bring himself to do it.
Damn it! I saved your life, you stupid duck!
Angry, Burns decides to cook it himself.
Then I'll kill it myself.
And just as JG and Burns chase the goose, they get trapped in a chandelier about to fall. Burns keeps asking why JG betrayed him. JG explains that Burns told him to do it in the last page of his book.
You will never be truly ruthless until you destroy the one who made you.
He just wanted to be ruthless like Mr. Burns, so he, instead of being angry, Burns is proud to have created someone so sinister like himself. But they are about to die, and when the chandelier drops, finally, Smithers arrives with the ice, saving Burns from his fall. And apparently, he is now the leader of a gang.
Smithers! Smithers! Smithers!
Wow,
What?
that's truly character development right there. Burns forgives JG and gets his power plant back.
Excellent.
As the family leaves in the sunset, Lisa wonders if this experience changed Mr. Burns, and it kind of did, with him celebrating every day a moment of musical appreciation.
Let's not do this tomorrow.
This was a very awesome special, is in the style of The Great Gatsby, which was an awesome movie. Just like the time The Simpsons parodied the movie Coraline, if you want to see what The Simpsons are like in this world, click on this video, but not before leaving your like and subscription.
What the hell? Okay, that was random. Check us. Why do you have a plane? Hey, are they delivering with planes now? 60 seconds. Hi, bro. What did I just see, bro? Am I seeing... What's going on? Anyway, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't even know what to say about what I just watched, bro. Like, sometimes I sit here and I question my life decisions. Ask myself, why? What am I doing? Like, ask yourself, boy. What are you doing? Why? What are you? Who are you? But no, on a serious tip, pause. Yeah, man, I just think that wasn't necessarily based on Diddy. You know, I don't think that really. Yeah, I mean, there's some things which you can correlate or, you know, connect the dots with, but you know, so there's nothing more I can tell you, bro. Just do not, I repeat, do not go to Michael Rubin's parties, please. That is where the all-whiters move to. Alright? Stay your A at home, boy. Okay, I'm leaving now because I'm just yapping nothing, bro. I'm just talking because I can talk. And it's time. Look at the boy. The boy Gray is live. So we're going to catch him. We're going to see what he's talking about. Know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Catch you in the next one. I can't stop the video. I don't know.